antipasti pasta. I've got a little bit of prosciutto end, couple ounces. I have a sweet salami with fennel. And then I have a little tiny piece of spicy soppressata. Any assorted salumi works in this. So I have a little bit of provolone here. Same deal. I'm going to cut it into sticks and chop it and add it to, I have a little bit of smoked mozzarella, and I have a little bit of fresh mozzarella. So I have about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of diced cheese, and we have about the same amount of meat. This skillet we're going to render the meat in, and that just has a little drizzle of olive oil. It didn't even coat the bottom of the pan. So we have a little olive oil there. In the other pan, we're going to char our greens. 1 small head of escarole, and I'm just spraying it with a little non-aerosol olive oil. And I'm going to put that cut side down with just a little salt and pepper on the greens themselves. And then I have my favorite. I love charred radicchio. Salt and pepper. And we're just developing their flavor and giving them a nice little smoky finish. Okay. Those into our skillet. This is a cast iron skillet over about medium-high heat. And now we're going to render out, of course, cured meat. You can eat it just like this. We're just trying to get a little of the flavor to weep out. We render this a little bit. And we add our garlic. Give that a little stir. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Turn that off. Now we'll just let these cool a bit, obviously, so we can chop them and add them to our dish. We do salt the pasta water. We don't add any salt to this part of the dish, obviously, because you've got all those meats, and they're very salty. Now, this is gemelli, and we're going to cook any shortcut pasta for this dish for 1 minute less than the package instructions, because it will continue to cook when we combine everything together. This is a Sicilian white wine, so we put about 1/2 cup of that in, and that'll give it a nice brightness. You can also use dry vermouth. Just a little splash of something acidic and bright. And now, just to give us enough juice to toss everything together, about 1/2 cup, about an equal amount of chicken or vegetable or beef stock, whatever you have in the pantry. We can throw in our pickled veg and olive. So now for our greens, I'm going to cut into the charred radicchio on an angle, now that it's cool enough to handle. And then I'm just going to run my knife through it. Okay. Go. With the escarole, I just coarsely chop it, and I've stacked them both together. Just bite-sized pieces, and kind of go cross-hatch down the charred escarole till you get to the core. We reserve a little bit of that starchy water. Turn the stove off. Drain our shortcut pasta. And then we're going to marry it first to the meat. Start mixing that together. Then I'm going to try and sneak in 1/2 of our greens and cheese. This is the charred radicchio and escarole. A little bit of that starchy cooking water. Okay. Switch to tongs. This is why we drain it a little early. We're then going to marry this all together, and it keeps cooking while it's in this hot pan with all of the other ingredients. You can take really good fruity olive oil and drizzle that over the top right before you serve. Weighs as much as a small child. Wow, look at that thing. That is crazy.
It's a large child.
It's a very large child. At least a medium child now. It's a biggie. But it's a beauty. And then parsley.